What's up, YouTube? Kijin here. Today we come back into Unison League after so long. I haven't been here for a while because I have a lot of work now to do. I do have recordings of Jupiter, but they're kind of for some reason low quality. Now apparently recording using desktop recording is not exactly the greatest recording style. But maybe I'll come to work on that later on, and I'll put that in there. But for now, we have another Octanova quest. Now, here's the thing though. Finally, a wind quest that gives you more wind gear, even though technically we also got another one. So hey, there's more. But it's not that great or important nowadays because there was an update. There was an update to the Cerberus main quests. So if you didn't get any of the gems from the previous one, just like in Grand Via, well, they're gone now. And now replaced with new quests. The thing is, yeah, you're not gonna get that many gems from it anymore. However, they give you so many gears. Most quests will give you 2 of each gear, at least 2 infusion, which allows you to at least max infuse some of the gears. Of course, they're the lower cost ones. But they will give you a lot of elemental gear, which will be good for your elemental sets that aren't just light. Because I don't know why, Grand Via only gave us light. At least it gave us the reflection reduction, level 7, but I mean it only gave light. But Cerberus, it gives every element and light again for some odd reason, so your light set should be pretty good now, guys. Anyways, it gives you technically 3 wind weapons, pretty good. So, honestly, we're not in deep need of elemental gears from free-to-play quests anymore. However, if you still need filler, it's alright, cost 35 gears. They're good for elements. That's basically all they're there for anyway nowadays. But let's check the monster now, shall we? The monster, as usual, all these Octanova monsters, absolute. I wouldn't use them, but I would put them in the back line for that extra element. I don't want their fields. No way. With all the domination collapse nowadays, you don't want your fields being stolen by a negative trio trash garbage enemy field. Anyways, make sure you're fire. Now, these Octanovas, Octolings, not Octolings, oh my gosh. What these things called again? Octohachis? I pretty think, yeah, Octohachis. Now, these Octohachis, they're not as annoying as the previous ones. All they do is Prohibit Unison. As long as you build against Prohibit Unison, or just bring one person with Mass Refresh, you should be fine. You don't even need to bring Prohibit Unison for this. Just bring Beautiful Nature or something and you should be good. Just use it right before you start Uni and everyone should have it. The only slight annoyance is that they will reduce your AP damage. But honestly, Unisons will fix that. Unisons will fix that. They're not as annoying as paralysis and psychological contamination in the previous ones. They will poison you and stun though, but that's not gonna matter. If you're afraid about dying in round 1, just wear opening resurrection, guys. It's pretty easy. I don't think the game gives you free opening resurrections though. So if you don't have it, maybe bring Mend or heal for yourself. Really, that's just about it. Now let's take a look into the other parts of this quest. Now you will have to do this quest 30 times and you'll get an Octohachi egg. Obviously one for wind, which is one we don't have yet because it's a new quest. Good. Now these pets, as I told you before in the previous Octohachi quest, are good for your elemental sets. And now the new emblems, the wind emblems they give you, aren't exchanges anymore for some odd reason. In this one, these are used for boxes, which is honestly absolutely great. Now it starts at 50, but they will get higher and higher for each box. So you're gonna need more and more emblems. However, from every box set, you will get every single weapon, every single armor, and a lot of, the candies that you can use to feed your pets. Now that makes pet feeding for Octohachis absolutely easy. If you farm this a lot, you will have so much food for them. These are all counted as level 2 food, so you'll get them to level 50 real fast. Keep breeding them, get the best abilities like Unison Gauge on all your pets. That makes these Octohachis pretty good for PvE, I gotta say. But anyways, as I said, it'll go from 50, maybe I think 80 is the next one, 120. Just keep farming this, it's not that hard. And let's check the new monsters. Now, the weapons. Okay, so the weapons are absolute trash because they're only XL fire banners. Now, that is honestly a good thing, but these are cost 38. We are at cost 39. They literally went down one step because technically these fire gears have been in JP for a long time already. I don't know why they were never in global, but it took them a while to bring it to global. It's fox gear. It's absolutely great. Now I can freaking dress as a freaking fox. But I mean, like, I don't want this. The gear is kind of lackluster. But I guess you're gonna get it because it's technically cost 38 gears, good for fire sets. So that's fine. Might as well get the scythes for my lancer. Because for some reason, a lot of good scythes, good lancer weapons are scythes these days. Anyways, lastly, the new monster. Let's take a look at this shop. Guys, I can't explain enough how happy I am. The fact we finally got a fire monster that I would say is actually good for PvE. Like, finally, after so long. What other freaking fire monsters have there been? Shizu? I don't know. You tell me that. Bring down all the fire monsters. There's just mainly PvP ones. There was Mako. That's PvP. Let's see. Zeus was okay. But honestly, the new Zeus, the Chibi Zeus, is literally like a nerfed version of the original Zeus. In some ways, I'd say. Koharu was okay. It's good because you gotta get domination claps on the fire element now. Shuten Doji, Cherry Blossoms, was PvP as well. Yeah, there's not really many good fire monsters that are PvE, I'd say. Now, the only good one would be, like, what's the name? Hephaestus and Siegfried. That's all I can actually remember. Those are the only good fire monsters I can remember. Oh yeah, and not Prometheus, oh my gosh. Percival. Because her abilities are really great. Unit gain on all things and elements with healing over time, that's really great. Only issue is she will replace any field with fire gene. This boy. Super Galaxy Inspector Altair. Now he doesn't do that much damage. 260, 3 to 6 times, 100% success rate. Now, I guess 6 times he will do decent damage. But 3 times, it's alright. You could use him for PvP, but I would recommend not really. If you want to use PvP, just stick with like Koharu or something. Anyways, here's the best part. One of the reasons I wanted Excalibur. It increases critical hit chance by 50 and critical damage by 50 for 90 seconds, recovers cost and 50 elevation on all odds, recovers 20% of HP for every 5 seconds for the that's a nice little bonus on his really good effect already. As we all know, crit damage is always great in any game, as long as you can crit, and with that extra crit with the field, that's pretty good. Now expect me to be getting him for all my other fire monsters on all my other fire gears. Jeez. Is the quest over yet? Are we at the spawning part of the video? You know what? Skip to this point in time if you want to go to the spawning part of the video. Anyways, let's get on into this. Welcome back everyone, and here we are. with a lot of gems on multiple accounts because I haven't spawned for a while. Now, here we go. Let's see how good this spawn is. And let's see how 50%. Honestly, this game, when it says 50%, it seems to at least be 50%, maybe on some tickets. Anyways, let's get on to it now, shall we? Now, I already explained, Altair is really good. The crit effect is basically the reason why I want Excalibur. If I want Excalibur for the field, let's be honest, there's freaking Seraphic and the Elements of Destiny on almost every monster nowadays. I don't need that. I am fine with that. I just wanted the crit. That's all I wanted this for. Now, most monsters don't really have a crit effect, so this is absolutely great. Now, 50 cost is always a nice addition, but the best part of this is 50% elevation for 90 seconds. Boy, now, elevation increases your proc rate by that much percent. Now, here's the thing. Elevation is on only a few monsters. Maybe Takia's. All the forms of Takia have it. Yuko, the ghost girl, has it. There are quite a few that have it. I just don't remember them all. Moses obviously has it. 30 and 30% concentration. That's why Moses is absolutely great. And lastly, there was... Alright! Romeo. He gave 50%, but that was for only like 40 seconds, and these would cost 30 monsters with no aura other than Awakening. So he's kind of old these days. You know. Unfortunately, I think Romeo was my first treasure monster I actually got the scroll on. What was that, Alexander? I don't remember, but that was a good time. That was a good time. Especially because those two came like around back to back. I got scroll of scroll. I was like, Alexander, Romeo. That was a great time. But other than that, his recovery of HP for 20 seconds is honestly pretty great. A nice addition. Honestly, I would find his main effect to be crit and elevation. That is already really good. The 50 cost makes it absolutely great, and that HP healing over time, it's just like a nice little addition, a little cherry on top. He's a really good fire monster throwing PvE. Now only if he came earlier. Obviously he couldn't come earlier because, you know, this is the freaking Wind Octanova. This just recently came out in JP as well. So like, yeah, I guess fine. But man, if I wish I had this for freaking Jupiter. I wish I had this for Jupiter. Not that... I mean, like, some of my monsters for Jupiter aren't really that great. I used for Jupiter, I mean. Like, I was still using... I had to use... Itsuki. Itsuka? Not... One of the quintuplets. The fire quintuplet. You know, the things that I told you to use as fodder. Now, obviously, not all my accounts have cost 40 monsters I can fodder yet. So, like, I was like, I have this. I have no other better fire monsters. I guess I'm using it. Oh, that was... At least it gave me the accuracy boost. It gave me the accuracy boost until I realized Ancient Spell was kind of a horrible thing to use in the second wave of Jupiter, because he non-stops attacks and he goes through everything. That was... Ancient Spell kind of failed me. So that wasn't a good time. That wasn't a good time. I'll post that video later, maybe, who knows. It's not gonna show much, but you know. I did it. I had the badge. One account has the Jupiter at UR. One. And it's freaking drop rate of stupidity. Anyways, Altair. I can't really say much because I'm basically going over this, but one account got so many sites. So many sites. Anyways, guys, for now, there's just a lot of more spawning to do. I hope you enjoy and question whether you want to do the spawn. I'd honestly go for it. 155, but then again, it's a chance. So here's the thing. Maybe hope you have 310 or more gems. Because this 50% is a bit scary. It can be a bit scary. If you don't get in the first round, you're like, oh boy, I hope you have more. Anyways, if you have enough gems, definitely get him. He's gonna be a really good asset to your fire teams for super difficult quests, whatever we call them nowadays. I don't know. We have the new planetary quests, so however we're gonna start calling them, I'm not too sure. But whenever Jupiter returns, at least we got Altair. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. And good luck on your spawns if you're going after him. And poof.